in Ray Dalio style. If you don't know who Ray Dalio is, look him up. And he's written books called Principles. And principles are the way you do things in business or in your personal life. He's written one about both. And one of his businesses, obviously, has been running one of the biggest and most successful hedge funds in the world, which has put him into the top 100 richest people in the world. So Ray Dalio operates off principles, and we have adopted this approach with Marcus today and how we run our MT20 portfolio, which is a portfolio our members invest in. It's got about $70 million in at the moment, and we hope it's growing. We hope it to hit 100 million by the end of the year. So we operate on principles. What principles allow you to do? You could do this in any business, in your personal life, but principles, how do I handle situations? So how do we handle funds management? And if you put down your principles, Ray Dalio had to write everything down. It just wasn't intuitive. So he wrote down his principles, and in so doing communicated them with his team. So the whole of his team would discuss the principles. But one of the principles is humility, being open to other people's opinions and the input of your team. So the team massages these principles over time. When they work out to be wrong, they make them better. And so everything is clear to everybody what they and how they do things. And as they move through whatever process it is, it could be life, it could be their business, they redevelop, improve, polish their principles. So we're up to 22 principles for funds management. So Jemima, give me a number between 1 and 22. 18. Oh, avoid interference. And in other words, we don't want anyone interfering with us and principles. Everybody has an opinion. So if I was to say we invest by doing X, and I put that up on social media, everyone would have a goddamn opinion about X, and some people would abuse you for doing it. It's just so unpleasant. But it also is unhelpful. So avoid interference means don't be affected by what other people think about what you're doing. So if we're driving the wrong way up a one-way street, or even if we consider it the right way, so one of our things is we cash out to 100% sometimes. You have to be able to sell. And of course, no other fund manager does that. And they aren't allowed to, for one thing. Their mandates will say their maximum cash level is 10% or 15% or something. So they couldn't even do what we do. So we are driving the wrong way up the funds management street by cashing out to 100%. And everyone will have an opinion. I put an article up on Livewire about cashing out, and you should have read. You can go and read the 95 comments that we got, and everybody had their own opinion. Some supportive, a lot not supportive. But you can't we won't let that interfere with what we're doing. Doesn't matter which way you're driving, bugs are going to hit the windscreen, whatever direction you're driving, especially if you're driving the wrong way up the one-way street. But you're going to have bugs hit the windscreen. Stick to your plan, stick to your process. If you know it works, and just avoid interference. Hi, I'm Marcus at Marcus Today. We've got two options for you. The first option is to do what everyone's been doing for 27 years at Marcus Today. The self-directed investors looking after their own investments using all the information, education in the newsletter, and sometimes copying our income or growth portfolio or strategy portfolio or Henry's small caps. We have another option now, which is the Marcus Today strategy portfolio, which is a real fund. It's been running since February. At this point, it's got over $60 million in it. It's growing very rapidly. We have a target 20, which is a rather ambitious target to get a 20% return per annum. And you now have the option to invest in that. So that should provide high transparency investment option, which suits pretty much everyone.